Alright, hello folks, and let me welcome you back to some Derf Fortress. This is an especially derfy one, and right now we've done something that's very special. Well, first of all, I lost about 3 hours worth of recording due to a bad encode. So basically what happened was, see, we go here, here, here. Right, I recorded these two parts just fine. I stopped the recording here because I had to go help my mom with her computer. And then I recorded for like 3 more hours, and all those 3 hours were lost. So I'll go over what happened during those 3 hours a little bit later, but right now, we have discovered an eerie cavern. Okay, this is an eerie cavern. As you can see, it's quite large, etc. And let's see, DX, let's get rid of this. Okay. And how did we discover this? Well, we may or may not have kind of channeled our way down to here. And then from here onwards, it becomes empty space, through which we can see this cavern here, which will drop down to the ground floor and keep going down forever, really. Why? Because we have found the place that is most commonly referred to as hell. Okay? A horrifying scream comes from the darkness below. Well, that means it's time to put my plan into action. So the first thing I'm going to do is hit H, go to hotkey F5, and tell it to zoom here. Okay, next we're going to go up to F1, and we're going to go up to this little fort where we had ourselves built, and we will build a table here. Must be placed inside. So let's place a table here and a chair here. Alright, and let's resume. Let's wait for our Derfs to place that, and check out how our nobles is doing. Oh, right, I promised you guys a recap. So, let's see, what did I do? Well, first of all, I created a new army, these guys over here. If we go into the military screen, you will see that they are pretty strong. They're a lot stronger than my Marksdorf, and we have an Axedorf, a Captain, a Wrestler, some Axedorf, some Hammerdorfs, etc. And they're kind of on duty. They're my oh shit squadron. Then we have some Marksdorfs, of course. Okay, so then, here we have our bedrooms. It's pretty standard. Here we have our meeting hall. It's gotten ridiculously crowded. I expanded into a barrel room and built an office there. As well as you may have noticed, I built an office for the captain of the guard up here. You guys saw me giving up on my moat, and I built this tiny little tower here. And I'll show you the purpose of that a little bit later. I made a lot of trades and a lot of money. I canceled all my farming because I have more than enough food to last me for however long this is going to last. I also set up my metalsmithing floor a little bit better with some stock rooms. And then I went on a journey to the center of the earth. So you can see it's pretty deep down, and this is the cavern where I found adamantine. So I tunneled over to the adamantine and started digging down through it. And veins of adamantine will always lead you to hell. Now, hell is normally on the lower levels of the map. And as you can see, there are some demons that are coming up already. I have a horned monster, I have a horned monster, a haunt, a winged fiend, a blizzard devil, and this is just the first spawn wave. If we go over to the units, let's see, groundhog, deers, horses, raccoons, kittens, dogs. Now look, here are the blizzard devils, horned monster, winged fiends, and let's keep going, keep going. That is, let's see, that was about 6 pages of demons, and that's just the first wave. Twisted humanoid form, a flash wraith, these things are deadly. Well, they're all deadly. So basically, now that they're going to be flying up and into my fortress, I can actually go ahead and cancel all of these designations. I don't really need them to do anything else. The demons are going to do the rest. So let's watch him run. And oh god, here come the demons. And he didn't make it. We're sorry. Alright, so before they make it all the way up, I'm just going to use my shortcut key here. You can set shortcuts, and I need that table and that chair to be placed in there ASAP. Come on, somebody place that table and that chair. There comes the table. There comes the chair. Here comes the table. Alright, and I need to do this for one reason and one reason only. Okay. Saving. Autumn has come. Okie dokes. Alright, let's resume. Wait for him. Oh yeah, and by the way, what's his name? It was Top FP Flans spontaneously combusted in my kitchen, causing a giant miasma to spread around, and here is his grave. That limestone coffin. That's his grave. Alright, so let's resume the game right now. There we go. So we've got that all taken care of. Okay, so now I need to hit Q and make this a throne room and a study. Size the room, and we will assign this chair to nobody right now because I have to go down here and do one little thing here. That is Judas. That is Judas's office. Judas can stay down there for all I care. That bitch can rot. No, what I need here is I need to take this chair and assign it to Jesus, our bookkeeper. And assign this table to... where is he? Oh, I cannot assign this table to Jesus, apparently. That's unfortunate. Well, whatever. Let's hope that Jesus comes up there in time. Let's see, what is his job? What does Jesus do around here? He is our bookkeeper. Well, let's actually make Jesus the manager. Okay. James... Oh, where are you, Jesus? Come on. Don't do this to me. There he is. Jesus, you're also our manager now. And you know what? We're just gonna give this job to somebody random. I really don't care. Okay, and the reason we're gonna do this is because we need... Let's see, units. Where is Jesus? He has no job right now. Well, we're going to give him a job. We're going to send in an order for, I don't know, let's say like rock tables. Let's make an order for 20 of those. Let's make an order to brew drink. We'll make an order for 20 of those. And now we wait. And if we see here, Jesus should come up. Okay, so we've got stray puppies dying in a cloud of flame. And, okay, so they've made it down there. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to position my squads in a place to make a last-ditch effort. So I'm going to go squad B, and we are going to, let's see, where's my station command here? B. We are going to move them to here. And you are going to get moved a little further down the hallway here. Okay. Now, up here, I am going to make a burrow. So I do that by hitting W, add a new burrow. Oh, we need to hit enter to define it, and we will define it from here to here, and we will name it slaughter. Okay. Now if we go into our what is it? It's this alerts, and then civilians, we will put the civilians into the slaughter burrow. Okay, now when we resume, they should all just be mass running up there now. Okay, now hopefully the dogs will let them do that. And yeah. And let's see, JM, none of that has been validated as of yet. And we're actually going to do military. We're going to cancel L create with no uniform. Okay, and then in this squad we are going to put Jesus, who's our manager. Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to define another burrow, add a new burrow, define it, and we will define this burrow to be anywhere from here to here. And we will name this Z Tower. Done naming. Okay. And we're done with that. We're going to go to our military. We're going to go to alerts. And we are going to tell these guys, who are currently inactive, to man the tower, and not that burrow. Okay? So when I resume, I should see Jesus and Jesus only going up into that tower. Where is he? That's Furry Goose. That's not Jesus. Where is Jesus? View. Whoops. I need to zoom to creature. Okay, so Jesus is down here. Hopefully the military will kind of stall them out, but we will see. Oh god, this is just such a slaughter down here. There's people running all around. And I need Jesus to go into that damn tower. There we go. There's Jesus. He's in the tower, I think. There's a couple of people that got into the tower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the door, and I'm going to forbid passage, and I'm going to keep tightly closed, and okay. And now I am going to forbid passage with L. Okay, and I might have screwed up my burrows, because now I got a bunch of civvies and other such up there, and Jesus isn't going to live for much longer. In fact, I'm not even sure about Jesus here. But, if I did this right, the inactive civilians are all being told to go there, which is not proper at all. We need them to go to the slaughter as well. Okay, and we're going to set squad to alert. And position. Wait, no. I could give them a defend burrows thing, but I'm not going to. So there's just a bunch of people that are up in that tower, and the rest of the civilians, who I may or may not have sent to slaughter down here, are going to try and run up there, along with my military. My military is fighting valiantly, as you can see, and as you can see, they're all dying in a cloud of flames. Actually, let's check out my military here. One died there, and Jesus is still alive. Okay, one more died. They're fighting this thing, though. If we take a look at it right now, it it's kind of just chilling there. So let's do the view unit command. The winged fiend. Let's go to its, yeah, there we go. Or is its status? Its mouth is cut open and dented, bruised. Its right wing is gone. Its left wing is gone. So they've been doing a pretty good job fighting this one demon. But there's a lot more of those demons. And they've broken down the walls, and they're just running around and raping everything in sight, basically. Okay, but they're doing pretty good. I might be able to kill a demon or two. Let's see who's dead here. Onal is dead here. There's a hammer dwarf, a stray dog corpse, another stray dog corpse, a pool of dog blood, a stray puppy, a stray dog. Then down here there's all sorts of panic going on. These are just all dead men. Just equipment and dead people. Dead warriors who try to bravely defend from the demons. And the demons are just rampaging around my fortress right now, just taking out everything. Burning up my military, burning up my civilians, breaking down my walls and doors. Oh, there we go. They've made it up to the bedroom level. Are they going to make it up to the workshops? Yeah, there's one of them running around in the workshops right now. The traders are still kind of safe. One of their guards is in the moat. And the game can't even keep up with all of these dead people messages. Everyone's been struck down. They just burned 90% of my barrels away. It is a complete mess. Oh, the pump operator is down. A cat died. My fisher dwarf is down. They still haven't made it up to where all of my derfs are going for slaughter, but that's okay. Those derfs will survive for a little bit longer. Oh, God. They're just rampaging around the bedroom level right now. Pretty sure they can care of pretty much my entire military, including Jesus. Jesus is dead, and there's no resurrection for him this time. And that's just the first wave of demons. There's more waves that'll spawn if you manage to kill this one. Oh, and there goes my one man in the stockpile burning down. Durst trying to scramble up the stairs, maybe make it out into the relative safety of the burrow called the slaughterhouse. And, oh, the dog has suffocated. The fisher dwarf cancels put item in a barrel. So, let's see, who followed orders? Who do we have here? We have Doran, Az, Tekund, Nish. Do we have anybody with a name that's still alive? Any one of you YouTube subscribers that is still living? Ferret Fiend, you are a smart man, you're still alive. Pimpsnay, you are still alive. Zulgar, no. No. Wait a second, are you a woodcutter? Okay. I was like, what's my military doing up here? An armor, peasant, a carpenter. Let's see who is smart enough to run into the tower. We have a dog, a puppy, a kitten, a dwarven child, a stray cat, the mayor, furry goose, you're still alive, a fisher dwarf, an engineer, a baby, some more stray puttons, a woodcrafter, and yeah. So there are not that many of you guys alive. Pimpsnay and Furry Goose and Ferret Fiend. The only 3 YouTube subscribers that are still alive. Oh no, Dr. House. He's not a YouTube subscriber, but I did name him, so he's still alive. And then there's a lot of them. Deceased. Oh. Alright. Let's see what else is going on over here. Oh my god, look at all these demons! Holy shit. Oh. There is no one left alive down here. Just a field of corpses. My iron stocks are just filled with smoke right now. The body of my armor smith just laying prostrate in a pile of his own steel bars that he was desperately trying to make. These 2 men trying to make coke as best as they can have now been turned into mutilated corpses. A cow managed to run down there before falling prey. My siege engineer Was trying to put out a ballista, you know, defend the fortress here. That was unsuccessful. And here come the demons. They're coming up. They are ransacking the merchant's army. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a human bowman in a pool of blood. Probably his own now that he's been fired. The merchants are running away, trying to get into the militiaman's quarters to save themselves from the oncoming onslaughts of hell. And up here we still have the brave survivors. The few, the proud, who ran the fuck away. The jeweler is caught in a cloud of flames. Oh my god. Just demons everywhere, rampaging all around. They don't seem to be coming up outside, though. They seem to be quite content to stay underground. So for right now, I might survive. Let's see. Let's see, what are you doing here? A mule corpse. We have a mule corpse and 2 human merchants that are still alive. That is all that's left of everything in the fortress. The merchant is trying to get back out to his goods. Little does he know there is a demon laying there in wait for him. It's a trap. Don't do it, buddy. Oh, but he has this archer to back him up. And... oh, John Odenshin has gone crazy due to the loss of everyone around him. And due to his general inability to give people food. Is this thing alive, or what's going on over here? Let's take a look. Is this thing alive or dead? There doesn't appear to be a demon there. There's just a demon sprite. What are the rest of these demons doing? They're kind of just rampaging around the fortress, having a little bit of fun. But yeah, all the action seems to have stopped. They won't actually go outside. So, all of these derfs definitely want something. So, you know what? Let's go to military alerts and the civilians, and we'll tell the civilians to just stop going to all of these boroughs and go wherever they want. Okay, and just watch. It's very entertaining. So there we have it. There are my derfs going downstairs. They want some food. They're hungry. Some of them are throwing a tantrum. Guys up in the tower are all sorts of angry. We have a dead derf down here as well. Zulgar, who just went crazy and killed himself. John, the miner, is throwing a tantrum down here. He's upset at the loss of his family and wants some food and some drink. All these derfs are just running through there, trying to get some water into their system before long. And then evacuating the fortress. Well, some of them are. The smart ones are doing that. Dumb ones are just staying down here to just chill with the demons, who seem to have stopped their onslaught. They don't seem to want to go up to the higher Z levels. It is not appealing to them. Oh, and there they go, the winged fiends going through, taking out the entire Z level -1. Going into my previous military quarters to take out that camel, burning down some armor stands in the process. Just, oh, that dwarven child is not long for this world. His dad, the mechanic, tries to save him, but he gets eaten by the beast. Oh, the entire trade depot is just a smoldering heap, lit on fire by hell's breaths. In the meantime, some of my derfs appear to still be alive, but no, the demons have made it out onto the top floor. Despite all the stairways that are in their way, the AI really sucks at stairs. When there's no enemies when there's no derfs to lead them directly up the stairs, they kind of get stuck, which is really funny. But yes, here it was, the grand feasting hall where my Derfs slept and ate and now died. Along with all of their pets, cats, and other such. Wide array of arrows out of here. Let's check our units tab. How many Derfs do we have left? Not that many. The engineer is attending a meeting, and most of them are on job. And Furry Goose the mayor is conducting a meeting. The demons have flown in over the top of the tower, and they're now taking out everyone inside. Our fortress is down to population 24 from 130 something. And those new immigrants arrived just in time to be toasted by these crispy demons. Toasted to a crisp, and there we have it, the entire tower just burning down because it had no ceiling, so the demons could fly right in over the top. Oh, man. Furry Goose, you are not long for this world, and with him dies the last hope of YouTube. There is not a single YouTuber left. And in fact, I basically can fit all my Derfs on one page now. Dr. Oh no, Ferret Fiend is still alive and eating. Good job. Let's see, who else? Edem, my new mayor, is taking a drink, but he is not long for this world. And now all my Derfs are throwing tantrums in outrage. They long for all of their friends back, but little do they know that these tantrums won't save them. Let's see, eat, store items, stockpile. See, they're trying to pick up their dead friends and put them in the stockpile, and put the equipment in a barrel, and oh dear. Harvest the plants. The plants are being harvested right now. He's bringing them down. Little does he know that he is going to his own death, and so are all of these people trying to take a drink from the well. The beasts have completely overrun this level of the fortress now. Some arrows shot by the humans are just kind of laying around, prostrate, on the ground, bent and broken. I managed to make 5 legendary items during the time that I was here, though. Loads of broken arrows everywhere, but those won't stop the demon fiends. In fact, I don't think there's a single dead demon fiend anywhere. The stray puppy has bled to death. The 13th of limestone, 129, the year it was that all hell broke loose, literally speaking. Those Derfs, in their search for adamantine, managed to break through to hell. Actually, why am I doing... Oh, look, there's still some of them stuck in the tunnels. I do have a shortcut that goes down to nowhere. Or was it F5? Yeah. This was the fateful miner who broke through. Usher Zermerthrm, with his silk clothing, was not long for this world. But his search for adamantine drove him ever deeper. How deep was hell on this map anyways? Wow. Only negative 58? Damn. This is a very shallow map with a very early hell. Hell usually takes a long time to, pop up. Usually you don't get hell until you're down here, in the last 40 some odd levels of the map. If you're really lucky, hell will be all the way down here where there's only a couple levels left. On average, hell will be right here where you're 10 levels from the bottom of the map. But that was not the case. That was not the case at all. And here we have it. So many arrows just littering the ground everywhere. I'm not even sure who's shooting them at this point. And there we have a noble. Kadol, the stand-in mayor, Zabul, Ushat, and the dead bodies of their brethrens. See, how many Derfs do we have left now? We have only Dr. House, the chief medical dwarf, that is still alive. And along with them, we have a handful of stray puppies and cats that have somehow managed to make it out of the fortress alive. They're all just running around on the first floor right now. There's some Derfs that are running around out of my wall, hoping to escape from the demon menace. That was probably a smart choice. We have a couple of demons that are stuck in the tower now and have no way out, which is great. But in general, it is only a matter of time before all of Derfdom dies. And of course, the entire forest is on fire, so this whole entire embark location will soon be nothing more than a smoldering heap. So you can see it's spreading like wildfire because it is one. So how are we doing? We are down to 10 Derfs, 1 jeweler, 5 fishers, and 4 farmers, as well as 10 animals. That, kids, is all we have left. The jewelers, the fishers, and the farmers, aka the people who leave the fortress, are the ones who get to stay alive. However, I'm tired of this right now. Let's just end it all. We will tell them to all... We will tell them to go to slaughter. And we will also unforbid this door and make it pet passable. Run, chef, run! There he is. There's my chef, Dr. House, running away. The last named hero. Oh, and there's a cow that's kind of running there with him. Come on, Dr. House, you can make it. You can make it, bro. I believe in you. And he managed to escape. The demon is now flying completely in the other direction. However, let's disband all of these squadrons. We have no use for any of them anymore. We still have our chief medical Derf and Kadol, our mayor. So if all is correct, the civs, when they are inactive, should be either manning the walls or in the slaughter. And let's see how that goes. Seem to be doing quite well for themselves so far. No, you know what? We will put them into the tower. We will restrict them to the tower and see what happens then. The Derfs are, of course, none too happy to obey my command and go to their death. The jeweler is caught in a cloud of flame, but he's still somehow alive. My one lone jeweler, the immortal man. We are down an animal now. We still have 10 Derfs alive. Still 10 of them. And they are making quite a formidable run for their life here. Oh, and that one was finally caught. He is stricken by melancholy, depressed by the loss of all of his friends and colleagues, and this entire place is just burned down to a crisp. In fact, I was wrong. These aren't arrows. That's burned. It's burned down grass. That's the sprite that gets used for them. So as you can see, as the flames and the smoke leave, that's all you get left. Another puppy has been struck down. We are now down to 9 Derfs after losing a fishery worker and 7 other animals. Fire is still raging all across the countryside. Let's see what our Derfs are thinking. Let's see. Your opinion matters. Thoughts and preferences. Has been miserable lately. She has lost a friend to tragedy and has talked with a friend. She made a friend. She is 74 years old. Her straight hair is greasy. She is tough but clumsy. She can handle stress, very friendly, never speaks out. Fond of drink and industry. So she's quite upset that her friends are all dead. Stray Kitten is now caught in the cloud of flames. The Fisher Dwarf has been struck down. A fishery worker has bled to death. Cadola has been struck down after falling into his melancholy mood. There's smoke and fire just everywhere. And there's our man who bled to death, dragging himself all the way from the door of the fort where he got struck, leaving a trail of his own entrails behind. And there we have it, Dr. House, the lone survivor, just chilling up in the tower with a couple of kitties. Because he's the only one that's good enough to obey the orders. Now we just have a bunch of demons congregating all around my fort. A miasma spreading from all the corpses that have been left behind by the demons. Beds are now being destroyed. Demons have run out of suitable targets, apparently. We still have 6 derfs left and 6 other animals. Oh, man. The jeweler yet again caught in the cloud of flames. Oh. And let us view this derf right here. That is a grass... That's a grasshopper? A 3-eyed grasshopper. It has lacy wings and slavering turquoise exoskeleton is sleek and smooth. And here we have Dr. House. Her lower body is torn. Dr. House's dwarf blood and oh. My chief surgeon had iffy spatial sense. Oh, is that the stomach or is that the liver? Our tanner has been struck down, and Dr. House has just been eaten by a giant grasshopper with 3 eyes. Oh man, this is just sad. 4 derfs left, that's all that remains of our fortress. We have only to hope that a trade caravan comes and rescues us, or maybe another wave of migrants. And our wood burner, lead, has been struck down as well by that same 3-eyed grasshopper. That thing is going to be legendary soon enough. We have some cows and cats wandering the burned fields. And who do we have here giving chase? We have Methos and being chased by Idikar Othumbl, a huge humanoid composed of salt. It has 3 long tails and a gaunt appearance. Well, run, fishery worker, run. That's all I have to say. For whatever reason, the demons never really come out of the fortress. Or go upstairs, as I say. They have a real problem with stairs. They just kind of, chill out. They kind of just like to chillax around, hide in the miasma some. Sadly, my ballista is also burned down, or else I'd tell somebody to man it and try and shoot. The mayor is caught in a cloud of flames. We have 2 derfs left, 1 fishery worker, and that 1 jeweler. He is still alive, and he is fighting. He is a fighter to the end. Who is this? Is this our fishery worker? Yeah. That's our fishery worker. And this is our mayor. Let's zoom in and see where he is. He has just been chilling down here. He's paralyzed, winded, but otherwise unharmed. And he is being assaulted by a flash wraith. That is apparently unable to kill him. There he goes. He's consumed in another cloud. It has started raining. A sickening miasma spreads through the whole fortress. However, our mayor seems to be immune. A gremlin has come. Oh no. What shall I ever do? What is this here? That is somebody's lower right arm. Yeah. Turtle remains, lizard remains, eh? Well, let us resume. That gremlin will not be doing much for us at all. And our fisher dwarf is still running around. Not really sure what he's gonna do. But let's just remove the burrow restrictions and let him do whatever it is that he wants to do. And let's see, who will survive longer? The lone man here in the corner that has been immune to this wraith here. Speaking of immunity, what does this wraith do? It is a giant earthworm composed of flame and has wings and a bloated body. Beware its poisonous vapors. Well, let's check out our mayor. She is unharmed. Entirely unharmed. And she's ecstatic and slept uneasily due to noise. Wow. That has to be the toughest motherfucker on the planet. Literally. Wow. You know what? We are going to view. We are going to customize, and we are going to give her the nickname of... She is going to be... Whoa. She is going to be Achilles. Because she is literally immortal. She has just been standing here under assault from a poisonous, giant, flaming earthworm with wings for the last, like, 10 minutes while the rest of my fort has been slaughtered. Look at this. Fisher Dwarf cancels drink. I wish I could tell him to just fall over and die, but he won't do that. And she's just like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm in a good mood right now. I'm kind of unhappy that I was unable to sleep due to noise, but I'm just chilling here in the corner of the stockpile. I mean, what the hell, man? Paralyzed. She's paralyzed by the smoke, but if you look at her, that's her wounds. Let's check out the inventory. What is she carrying? She is just completely covered by the smog of this flash wraith, and just being a complete and utter boss. Pigtail jaguar leather trousers. Those trousers are not soiled at all. This woman has more balls than the rest of my derfs combined. The rest of these demons seem to largely be ignoring her. They don't seem to know of her existence, which I guess is for the better. But there we have it, folks. They are still alive. Still alive and kicking. And I actually left the stock music on for this because you guys won't even hear it. But it sounds pretty epic right now. It's just nice, calming melody. You know, while Achilles stands there in the corner and takes it like a fucking boss. Completely paralyzed and unharmed. I don't even know what to say. Still have a bunch of kittens and stuff running around. There's 3 animals left and 2 derfs. One is the brave fisherman who just runs around and does whatever the fuck he wants, and the other is Achilles the unkillable. What are these guys doing? They're just like running around in circles here. Not doing anything. None of them have noticed Achilles as of yet. Stray cat has blamed to death. Mayor's caught in a cloud of flames. The kitten has suffocated. A cat has been struck down. Well, I'll be damned. I think this is a good game. My Derfs are immortal. They can't be killed. Wait, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to go up to the fishery and process raw fish. Okay, and I'm gonna see if my fisher Derf has died after colliding with an obstacle. What? Zoom to location. No way. After all that, he ran into a fucking wall and died. Wow. He ran around successfully for weeks on end without food or water and then died by running into a wall. I really don't know what to say. And my mayor can't actually do anything. Let's see how she's doing though. We've got a cat, a bull, and our mayor Achilles, view creature. Achilles has been ecstatic lately. She has slept uneasily due to noises lately. She has received water recently. She slept without a proper room recently. She's dined in a legendary dining room recently. She's admired a door recently. She is quick to tire and has a poor sense of memory. I don't know what to say. This game is done, but it'll never end. So long as there's one Derf alive, the game will keep going. And they'll never find her either, because she can't move, and for whatever reason, the AI scripting is retarded. And so, on that bombshell, I think that's where I'm going to leave this Let's Play. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another fortress eventually. And I hope I showed you some cool new layouts, you know. My bedroom floor, my dining hall that's been expanded along with the offices, and my standard workshop layout with a giant stockpile in the middle. I mean, that's all I got. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, and holy fucking shit, Achilles is a boss! Such a boss! Oh, man.